Hello everybody, ShiroOakami here, and welcome back to another episode of Terraria Master Mode! Last time I made some new housing in the snow and jungle biomes, and I said that I was going to create an arena for the Brain of Cthulhu, get ready for that fight, but during editing on the last episode, I noticed that the only prerequisite to get the goblin army to spawn was to break at least one of whatever your world evil's orbs, or in our case, hearts. So I didn't want to risk accidentally having to fight the goblin army off screen. So I actually got absolutely nothing done since last episode. However, something that did happen between was the 1.4.5 update coming out, which means there's a lot of new things to mess with, and Summoner's also getting quite a big upgrade, doubling the amount of current whips that there are in the game. I'm not completely sure if the whip that I currently have with Snapthorn is necessarily the best whip that I can currently have pre-hard mode.
No.
I know that there's a whip for beating your world evil boss, but I don't know if that's better than the Snapthorn, or if the Snapthorn was meant to be obtained afterwards. I don't really have a plan for this episode. Again, I just kind of want to fight the goblin army. I don't know how long it's going to take. I know that the first instance of it should be fairly common. But for now, we're just going to have to see how that goes. I do want to try and make the new whips, though. Just because I really want to see them. And also, I don't remember if I mentioned it previously, but I know that one of the old strategies with whips to increase the damage output, whip stacking, was removed with this update in exchange for being able to have much more powerful whips, I assume. Luckily, I never did whip stacking. I probably should have, but I guess I wasn't missing out on anything since it just got removed. I don't remember where any of my materials are. So, at a solidifier, should be able to make, here it is, the slime whip, and I think this new? Slime spear? Anyways, slime whip, 13 summon damage, extremely weak knockback, but at the very end of the attack, it can burn enemies. Obviously not going to be as strong as a Snapthorn, but very nice to have, just with whip progression. I know there's also new summons. There's just a lot in this update, and I'm very excited to experience it firsthand. Oh right, character portraits for all of our NPCs too. I know there's also, yeah. At a loom we can make a cob whip. Strike enemies to summon a tiny spider. Very slow also. So I will still just keep using the Snapthorn, just because it's the most convenient option. But that's two of the new whips created. I don't exactly remember how to craft any of the other ones, but I know that we can get one for beating the Eater of Worlds and one for beating the Brain of Cthulhu. Getting back on track. So the main goal for this episode is going to be beating the Goblin Army, but I feel like the secondary mission should probably be to set up an arena for the Brain of Cthulhu, because who knows, maybe I'll be able to get both done in one episode, even though I've done absolutely zero preparation. We'll have to see how it goes. And also, another quality of life thing. Items that normally couldn't stack before, now can stack.
Wow.
Like the shark tooth necklaces. It's just that if they have some kind of enchantment on them, they can only stack with things that have the same enchantments, so better than nothing though. Now I'm gonna wonder how my expert world's gonna look, given that I have a bunch of extra equips that I just have lying around. So we are going to grab some materials to set up for the Brain of Cthulhu fight. Let me remember to bring my flinxes. I don't know how I forgot to mention it before, but I did also get a bass statue. I genuinely don't know how I forgot to mention that in the last episode, but we're gonna take it temporarily and just bring it to the other location that we're going to have our Brain of Cthulhu arena. And I should probably make some heart lanterns. I wonder how much more different this world is going to play out, considering that I made it prior to the 1.4.5 update. Because I'm not gonna... the 1.4.5 update also included a change to the dungeon, making it a lot more grand. I don't know if that changed the initial structure. I'm pretty sure it did. At least the clips online make it look like the dungeon's a lot bigger. But it's kinda... it'll just have the updated textures. I was considering just starting over from scratch since the new update came out, and it's fairly big, but maybe I shouldn't. I thought twice. So, we can also now make use of these vanity slots and place them, place our information related things in them. Greatly increases the space in my inventory. But I will say though, I do want to keep some of these vanity slots open. Temporary, at least for now. Oops. Okay, what was I gonna do? Right, let's go make an arena. Okay, no goblin army, so I guess it's time to try fighting the Brain of Cthulhu. So we have 2 bloody spines. We don't have enough vertebrae. We don't have enough to make a ton of them yet. So we will resort to breaking this for our first summon.
Escucha las palabras de las brujas, los secretos escondidos en la noche, los antiguos dioses invocamos.
Why are there so many? Let's see if we can do this. Okay, Brain of Cthulhu. I didn't think it was gonna come from that way. I'm slow. I'm already getting absolutely demolished because I can't move. Oh, my controls are reversed. Oh, okay. Give me some hearts. I got some tissue samples. Okay. Okay, you can stay back. That, you don't gotta get any closer. We're totally chill. Nope. No thanks. I'm good. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know why I put this boss fight off. When I think this one might actually be easier than the King Slime. This fight... it's not very hard. I don't know why I remembered it being worse. My controls are reversed. Okay, easy dub. Brain of Cthulhu relic and the treasure bag. Let's see. Jagged Brain of Confusion. Chance to dodge an attack. Temporarily increases critical chance and minion damage after dodging. May confuse enemies after being struck. Is there anything that I would be willing to trade off for that? I mean, maybe just right now. Because I didn't get the pet, so I'm gonna fight it again. Ow. There was a part of me that thought I was going to die that first time around. I think the relics also got an update to their sprites. My endurance potion's about to run out, so let's get another one of those. And I guess one more time. If I... okay. Maybe the difficult part this time is just going to be getting the pet. Okay. Oh, there it is. Brain in a jar. I won't have to do it again. Summons a spider brain. Pickled and shrunken, this brain can no longer hurt you. That's mildly terrifying. I'm keeping the little slime guy. So, cross another boss off the list. Let's take these lanterns and let's get out of here. Okay. Pretty successful. Where do I want to put this? Very nice. Okay, let's see what's in the rest of these treasure bags. Anything else interesting? The Minion damage increase is a little more appealing. It's just that I don't have a lot of slots to really make use of some of these equips. So we're just gonna not use them for now. There it is, the Vasculash. 21 summon damage. Average speed rate, 5 oh wait, this has more summon tag damage though. And it also gains attack speed. Should I try crafting it again just to see if I can get a reforge on it? Nah, I'm not that dumb. Let's make some more Crimtane. Oh right, we can also see the set bonuses. I still think I need to make the bee armor, but for now, I guess I'll wear the crimson stuff for a little extra defense. Huh, didn't actually get a lot from that overall. Anyway, Vasculash sounds pretty good. I think I'll have to probably wait until the Goblin Army spawns, actually. Like, genuinely, I need to wait until they spawn so I can reforge this, because I think it has potential to be better than the Snapthorn. I just need to actually get it reforged. You can also buy Pylon. What is this? Portable kiln. Used with materials to place matching decorative pots. And then the use with to place matching. Oh! Huh. Okay, well I'm gonna buy the forest pylon. I haven't already bought one, have I? Okay, no I haven't. We're just gonna put this here for now. So one of the other changes with the update was that you can buy pylons as long as there's 2 people, regardless of how happy or unhappy the NPCs are. I think they still follow the same rules that you can't use them unless certain conditions are met, I think. Let's see, because I think happiness was one of the deciding factors if it worked or not. Oh no, it doesn't matter actually. Okay. I guess that makes sense since there's an underworld and shimmer pylon now. Don't exactly want to put people in the underworld with how many enemies there are, and also with some of them having a tendency to use attacks that can pierce walls. I guess we'll just wait for a goblin army to spawn? Oh, meteorite. Okay, yes, I know there's a meteor. Okay. I guess if the goblin army doesn't spawn, I'll go figure out where that happened. Okay, no invasion, so we're gonna go see where that meteorite landed. Hopefully not onto one of the houses that's been made already. Those clouds are genuinely so pretty. I mean, I guess it's close by. Yeah, it doesn't help that this was all sand, because then everything has gravity applied to it. Can I hit you through the wall? Oh gosh, this is gonna be a pain. I'll see you all in a bit. Can I blow this up instead?
No.
I'll see you guys in a second once I collect a decent portion of this. Okay, I got most of the meteorite, and I also put a little thing for the hole, so they don't fall in every time. I also got, painting? I assume from one of the meteor heads? The Sea of Silence. It's a very big painting. I don't think it's gonna fit in any of these rooms, actually. Oh, never mind, it does. Okay. Anyways, let's see what we can do with this meteor. 173. Okay, I don't remember if... I think this is one of the new whips. Star Crash. 2 summon attack damage, 21 summon damage. strike enemies with primed energy. Meteorites fall on primed enemies hit by your summons. So just need some chains and some stars. I think that's everything that I can make that I necessarily would want. Let me check how much armor these give me. Star Crash. Never mind, it does not deal more damage. Should I try making it again? It actually has less summon tag damage. Is the Snap Thorn actually just the better weapon? We'll keep the Star Crash in our back pocket until we can tinker with it. And we get our lanterns for beating the brain. Alright, the lights are pretty, but we gotta see what's coming the next day. Okay, somebody needs to correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn that I said that it's supposed to have a high chance of spawning after breaking their first orb or heart with every preceding day. I guess let's see what the angler wants. Might as well get something done while we're here. Sky Lakes and surface. I forgot to house the NPCs while we're here. I think the Dryad, the Painter, and the Witch Doctor are the only ones that are specifically attuned for this. There's Sky Island above us? Okay. Can't exactly get there right now, but it's not like I have anything better to do, so I might as well try. Okay, let's... Okay, that's enough. Okay, can you leave? Just want to get some fish. Okay, there. Easy. Out of here. Got your fish. Fuzzy carrot. Oh, rideable bunny mount. I don't know. I like the jumping on the slime mount better, actually. I guess at this point I'll just try to see if a goblin army spawn. That was like that was the whole point of this video, and instead, I beat the Brain of Cthulhu and advance into meteorite gear. Wow, still nothing, huh? Hey, it's me editing. If you're wondering why my voice sounds so echoey in the footage, it's because I kind of forgot that my mic has a reverb mode that I unintentionally turned on. Don't worry, the reverb doesn't last for too long. I tried to shorten this section as much as possible. Not that much interesting happened, but you will have to stick around for a little bit before we get to normal. Sorry about that, but every single episode has to have some kind of issue. At this point, it's just tradition. There are balloons in the sky. Why is it so gloomy? That's not going to be even if I just place it there. Mysterious cape. Oh, roller skate. Are these new? I just remember roller skates being pretty good. The roller skates. Oh, they replace your mount. So it's very very useful for placing down blocks, apparently. I think that's what the description alluded to. Coasting matches placement speed. So you're able to basically place extremely efficiently. It's also just a good movement option. I guess we'll skip another day and see what, if anything happens. I thought I forgot to craft something. The Deathbringer pickaxe. I need this so I can mine Hellstone. Thunder?
I was lightning before the thunder.
Oops. Okay, I guess I should have seen that coming. I wanted to see if I would die. Uh, guess I did. Okay, let's handle this goblin army now that I have a little more battery. I should probably grab my potions real quick too, because it is still thundering. I've never gone deathless on a goblin army. Well, let's see how this goes. Hopefully my oh well, there goes Howard. I was gonna say hopefully my NPCs can help me through. Oh right, I forgot. The reason why I put the doors is because they can't open them. They had to break them down. That's annoying. And then I got killed by the lightning. That's great. I was gonna say, these spike balls are actually super useful when it comes to defeating any of these enemies, because they just happen to trample over most of them, and then just die because they start concentrating. Okay, this is gonna be death number 2, isn't it? There's just too many projectiles flying. Yeah, like that. The right here, you can see all of them dying to the spike balls. Kind of what I was expecting to happen. Let's... maybe the Star Crash can do a little bit more damage. Where are my flinxes? There's so many things happening. It was nothing. Okay, just a couple more. Here we go. Goblin army has been defeated. We got a new merchant, Friedrich. We're gonna have to find the Goblin Tinkerer. Okay, we made some pretty good advancements, actually. And Friedrich, you can say where Howard used to be. Crazy, Howard is the only character who I've had in a thumbnail, and he also died. Whoopsies. So that was the main point of the video. Got a lot more done than was initially intended. Definitely happy with how everything went. I think I'm going to hold on to the boomstick temporarily just so I can probably... oh wait, no, the armed dealer already did spawn. I guess now that I have that out of the way, I can actually do stuff off screen again. I guess the next time that you see me, we will probably have the Goblin Tinker in one of our towns. Because I don't think it's necessary to really make that into a whole episode just looking for him. But we'll get the Goblin Tinker, we'll have some reforges done, we'll get a little more organized. And the next major roadblock is Skeletron, I believe. Skeletron or Queen Bee? I might just do both, actually. We'll do the Queen Bee and then Skeletron next episode. I don't think the Queen Bee is going to be too much of a problem. Hopefully I didn't jinx it by saying that, but I have high hopes. Also, full disclosure, I will probably get some Daybloom seeds from my other world just because I genuinely don't know if I have any anymore. But other than that, that's it for today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. I'm not your mom. Check out my Bluesky if you want to see some of the thumbnails that I made, plus some other art that I don't show here on YouTube. ShiroOakami, signing off.